In this video, I'm going to teach you how to market your stuff to people who don't know you yet. There's a disease going on right now in the sales and marketing space that is going to cost you millions and millions and millions of dollars if you don't solve it if this is you. Okay, so grab pen and paper, save this video for later if you're busy right now. Come back to it if you need to, and I suggest watching it multiple times. Okay, let's define what the actual problem is that we're solving here. The problem is that there's a lot of you who just don't understand how to sell your stuff to people that don't know you yet, right? When I say people that don't know you yet, I'm talking about strangers, right? People who have a problem that your company can solve their problem for, or they have a desire that you can fulfill, but they don't know who you are yet. The reason why this is an extremely important problem to solve is because if you're an entrepreneur or someone who wants to grow their business, then if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to. It's that simple, okay? If you're only able to sell stuff to people who already know you or people that randomly find your business somehow, then you'll forever be capped in your business. You can't grow. You can't turn a dial and get more leads and get more sales into your business on demand, right? Like predictably. It will be impossible because you can't go out and gain more awareness predictably because you don't have the skill yet. You don't have the understanding yet. Okay? So I want to go over what most people do to advertise their business and grow their business and get leads essentially, or get sales. What most people do is they explain features in their marketing. If you're selling a Tesla, this is my Tesla with wheels. If you're selling a Tesla, most people, what they do is they sell what types of wheels, they sell that it's electric, they sell that it might drive itself, okay? They sell the stuff that are the features of the car, right? But that's a big problem because no one actually buys a Tesla just because of the features, right? There are certain people that buy it because they want to feel a certain way about themselves. There's certain people that buy it because they want to save the planet and they believe it's a morally good thing to do, right? So there's people that want to feel like the man and they think that a Tesla will make them feel like the man, or they think that other people will make them, or they think that other people will think of them higher status if they have a Tesla, for example. Some people, want to save the planet. They feel morally obligated to do that, right? Those are two big ones, okay? And then, there's some people that, might want to save money because of electric. Okay, these are three completely different buying motivators that these people have. But like I said, most companies are marketing and selling the features, right? And so if my motivator, if the thing that I want is to save the planet, and you talk about the steering wheel, and you're talking about the steering wheel, you're talking about the wheels, okay? You're talking about, the self-driving, right? This is a steering wheel, okay? You're talking about, the sound system, the music, okay? Those are things that I don't care about, so I'm not going to care about your marketing message, right? You're marketing things that might help me make a decision on like price point and stuff like that, but you're not going to get my attention to actually click a link on an ad or a video and actually, potentially buy a Tesla. But most of you are talking about these types of things, okay? Now, another example of this in real time is, let's say that you wanted to buy a lottery ticket. Okay? What is the reason you buy a lottery ticket? Do you buy a lottery ticket because of the type of paper that the ticket's on, like what the paper feels like? Or do you buy a lottery ticket because of the potential to win a shitload of money? Right? This is the actual reason most people buy a lottery ticket. They don't care about the paper. They don't care about the colors of the lottery ticket itself. Don't care about any of that. But this is what you guys are doing. You guys are selling, hey, our lottery tickets have, biodegradable paper. But no one cares about that, right? What people want in their heart of hearts is they want this dream of making $100 million by winning the lottery without having to work for that $100 million. That's what they actually want. So if you were to have an ad and you're trying to sell lottery tickets, you should be focused on speaking to people based on $100 million being a potential outcome. This is what most people do wrong. Now, what should you do? It's the thing that you need to talk about first, the main topic of your ad or your video or whatever, it should be the outcome/claim, not the features. Okay? The outcome is where the person wants to go. Your prospect, Bob, is currently in situation A, okay? And that's painful, his current situation. And he wants to be in situation B. Okay, maybe Bob is fat, okay, and he feels unconfident and he wants to be down 20 pounds, okay, and there's reasons why he wants to be down 20 pounds, okay. So the transformation, the outcome that the person actually wants is from A to B. Bob wants to go from fat and feeling like shit, okay? Maybe he can't run that well, or, maybe he's worried about his health, okay? He wants to go from this situation to this situation, right? This down 20 pounds and feeling this certain way and no longer feeling these certain ways, that is what people actually care about. This is the equivalent of the Tesla person who really cares about the earth and knows that driving a gasoline car is not morally good, right? The save the earth person. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, currently driving a gasoline car, wants to feel morally good and save the planet. Okay, that's the transformation that you sell in your ad. Okay, now once you establish that and you understand, first of all, you need to understand exactly what your customer actually wants, your ideal customer, or the different pockets of your different ideal customers. You have to understand what they actually want in their heart of hearts, what pain points they're going through, so that you can actually call out the ideal outcome and claim something that they actually want, or else they're not going to stop scrolling on social media or stop watching TV. They're not going to stop and listen to you because you haven't shown them in the first 3 seconds of your ad or your video that you're going to help them get a desired result that they actually want. If they're watching, even if it's a TV commercial, they're going to get up off their butt, off the couch, and go to the fridge and get a snack while your commercial that you're paying for in the background is going on. It's just going right by them. They can't hear it. Next is you explain the mechanism/vehicle to back up the claim. Okay. What that means is, let's use the weight loss example again. Bob is currently in situation A. He wants to go to situation B. Okay. The vehicle is what takes Bob from A to B. Okay. The vehicle is what gets Bob from fat to down 20 pounds. The vehicle is what gets him from fat to down 20 pounds. Okay. It's the specific workout regimen that, does XYZ. Okay. Using XYZ strategy, right? And then you make your claim for what that mechanism is, right? It's the vehicle that he needs to get into. It's the boat that he needs to get into to get from fat to down 20 pounds, right? It's like getting in a car. What is the type of car that I need to get into to get from Florida to California as fast as possible, right? The vehicle is what you're gonna do for him, or what you're gonna teach him how to do to get from point A to point B, B being the thing that he wants to get to, the outcome, right? So you're explaining the mechanism / vehicle to back up the claim. If you make a claim and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get you down 20 pounds in the next 2 months, guaranteed, okay? People are gonna call bullshit unless you explain how the mechanism will actually get them there, the thing that you're gonna help them implement. You have to explain that in simple terms, what this bridge is, what the vehicle is to get from A to B, so that they can be like, oh, that's how we can help me do that. Okay, this is believable, right? Then we can do and start talking about all the features that you guys are already doing, that most of you already do willingly because you love the features of your product. Everyone's so product focused, right? This third part is when you actually talk about the product, the features, the windows of the Tesla, okay? The paper of the lottery ticket, etc. Okay, so now you're going to explain the features, what's included essentially, to back up how your product will help them implement that mechanism and then achieve that outcome. Okay, so if I'm in Florida. Florida is point A, and I want to get to California. California is point B, okay? I need to be convinced that this vehicle, aka the solution that your product implements for them, I need to be convinced that this vehicle is the right vehicle for me to get from point A to point B, right? If you sell a coaching program, for example, the features would include a community. The feature might include one-on-one coaching or consulting, okay? The features might include course content, like an actual course to go through on their own time, okay? It might include weekly group coaching calls, okay? Aside from just one-on-one calls, right? This might include a nutrition plan. Okay, stuff like this. These are features. These are features to back up why this specific vehicle that we're gonna have them implement is the right vehicle to get them from point A to point B. Okay, that's when you start talking about your. that's when you start talking about your background, right? Another feature would be, your credibility, right? Why they should listen to you. That's another feature of the program. If all the same features were in another guy's fitness program, but you have 20 years of experience and he only has one year of experience, that's an added feature of working with you in your program that gives it more weight, right? Gives it more value simply because of the perceived value. Okay, and so that's the third part, explaining the features to back up how your product will help them implement the mechanism and achieve the outcome. This is exactly what you need to do. Most people don't get the first two pieces right. They just talk about the features. They just talk about the features, right? I see a lot of B2B companies do this. I see most companies do this. A lot of B2B companies or big companies do this because they already have a good reputation. They get a lot of referrals, but then when they go to try to get leads on demand, like predictably, by going out into the market and generating interest, they have a hard time with this because they just talk about the features, right? And so I hope this is helpful for you guys. Reach out to me if you have any questions on this. This is something that is extremely important. So I hope you take notes and get some key takeaways. So thanks for the time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.